How are you?
How you doing? I'm great.
Good,
Oh, I
thanks.
like it. I like your shirt.
Thank you so much. No, I bought three. I bought two from the DC shop and then one from
Yeah.
Comic-Con. And
Oh,
I'm
really? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I'm so ready for this. I've seen the first five episodes and I love it.
Great.
Yeah, just before we start, Hannah, we're you guys are recording on your end, right? Just
Yep.
to double check.
hmm
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. All right, I'll get started. Hi Dean, I'm Mike Manal from the Nerds of Color. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much for doing this. Honestly, I love this show. I've seen the first five episodes so far. I'm like a junkie. I need two more. I need like the
Oh,
rest of them. Yeah, yeah.
I want you to have them. I want you to have everything. We're actually just now finishing episode 7. We just mixed it. It's in great shape. So yeah, you actually got everything that was finished.
Okay.
So,
Well, it's finished to perfection. They are wonderful episodes. I love these characters so much. And my first question for you, honestly, is, between yourself and between James,
yeah.
who's writing the show, what is the process like collaborating between him as a writer and then you as a showrunner?
Well, I mean, it's been great because first of all, he didn't have to go through like a development process, to get his vision out because he was both the seller and the buyer. So, so the scripts came in fully formed. We didn't really go back and forth on them, and it was mostly trying to honor and then plus add to what he had already written. So and like I love the way that he gave notes because he would be very very specific, like simple specific direction and very clear about the emotion that he wanted an audience to take from a moment or something like that. So it was great. He was just very very easy to work with, and then Rick Morales was our animation supervisor on the show. He did, I think, an insanely great job pulling it together. And we worked with a French studio named Bobby Pills, and they, helped with a lot of the design and all of that. So it was a team effort.
I love this because when you watch this show, it really is the first installment in this DC universe.
Yeah.
As far as the action sequences go, like how you guys put all of that together, they are astonishing. They're the type of thing that I want to see in live action.
Yeah.
So are you guys at least also consulting potentially on the rest of the franchise as things develop?
Well, I mean, we would love to do another season. And I think a lot of that has to do with James's availability to write it and all of that. But certainly on our end, there's a huge desire to do more. And in terms of the live action, I don't know. I mean, we hired all of the actors with an eye towards them also playing those characters in live action, and that's it. I'm like you. I'm waiting to hear from James what he wants to do, but we're certainly excited for the possibility.
I want to make sure that you guys are involved because you know these characters inside and out. They're so well fleshed out. They're so beautifully written. And there's kind of this wonderful ballet that goes on, this balance between humor and heart and tragedy that all goes into it. Can you speak to how you're able to balance all of those very beautifully in this series?
Well, thanks. It for me it's about trying to play each moment honestly. So I don't worry too much about like the stew of it, like how to get all these things in, because if you're playing every moment as honestly as you can and trying to communicate your depth of emotion about that to the viewer, then I think it kind of doesn't matter. It all falls together because the moments themselves feel true. So that's really what we tried to do.
Absolutely. I've got one last question for you, and it's sort of a cheat because it's kind of a two-part thing. One, who is your favorite character? I know that that's like picking between your favorite children,
Hard,
but
but
who's your
yeah.
favorite member?
I'll
And
give you an answer, but it's hard.
okay. And then also, as far as just kind of seeing the series and seeing potentially seeds spread out for the rest of this franchise, what should fans look for?
Um, well, my favorite character, and it is really hard, but I think I gravitate to GI Robot.
Yeah, great character.
I just love him. I think there's an innocence and simplicity about him that I just find really appealing. And then in terms of like things to look for in the future, it the true answer is you haven't yet seen the episodes that point the way to the future. I'll say that just hang in there for the for all the episodes, and by the end of seven, I think we have a pretty clear understanding of where we're headed.
I'm so excited. I'm not even just hanging on. I'm in it
Yeah.
fully all the way. And I do love GI Robot because right now we need someone who's awesome at killing Nazis. So
Me
that
too.
that
Yeah.
being said, Dean, thank you so much. So excited for everyone to see this show because I'm just pumped about it. It's awesome. It's one of my favorites this year. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you very much.
Artists and professors, maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.